Hello, I'm Wanda with All Seasons Vacations here in Mercersburg, Pennsylvania, and we're going to talk today about two beautiful resorts that is found in the Bahamas. And we're going to go through how you're going to get to them now that you're booked and packed and ready to go. So the first thing we're going to talk about is if you stayed overnight in a hotel in Baltimore. Again, if you're flying out of Baltimore, you're flying out of another place. We are going to make sure that you get to the right airport, you get to the right counter where you need to check in. So if you are flying to Nassau, Bahamas, which is what I have here on my screen, this is Nassau, Bahamas. It's located about 15 minutes from the airport once you arrive. Most of our flights are connecting going into there, and we do normally fly Southwest. So if you're staying at a hotel, they're going to drop you at door number 7. And that is Southwest International. So you're going to go in, you're going to check in. You don't need anything except for your passport to check in. Once you check in, they're going to give you your boarding pass, and then you're going to go on to your holding gate. If you are going to our other destination, which is Emerald Bay, found in Georgetown, Bahamas, you will need to fly for a different carrier. So it would be like American or it would be Delta. And again, you're going to go to that counter and you're going to check in and they're going to give you your boarding pass there. Both islands, both resorts, normally are a layover. Once in a while we can get Nassau, Bahamas with Southwest, which is a nonstop flight in. Then you would not have to worry about changing planes or anything like that. So we're going to run through today as if you're doing a layover. And again, if you're not doing a layover, some of this will not pertain to you. Okay. So once through customs, which is your next step, you're going to go through, security, not customs. You are going to go on to your holding gate. Once at your gate, you are going to board the plane. And this will take you to your first stop. Now, when you check your flight or your luggage at the counter, your luggage will go the whole way through. So regardless if you're going to Nassau, if you're going to Georgetown, your luggage is going to go the whole way through going down. And you will actually pick that up at your final destination. Okay? So let's pretend we're flying Southwest today. We're on the plane. We've gotten our seat. We're ready. We're backing up. Our next step is going to be, let's say, Fort Lauderdale, which is where Southwest normally flies into. When you arrive in Fort Lauderdale, you're literally going to come off of one plane and go to your next plane. You are not touching your luggage. You're not collecting your luggage. The only thing you're taking with you is your carry-ons. All right? If you're flying to Georgetown, Emerald Bay, you would also come off of the plane and go to your next gate. So if you're flying into Charlotte or you're flying into Miami, which is usually where they go, you would just go on to your next gate. And then from there, you would just get in on the plane and then you would be going to your final destination. Now, we do have a custom form and it looks like this. This custom form is given to you on the plane. Now, it's the plane that is going to take you into that island. So if you're going through Fort Lauderdale, you're going to get this on that plane. If you're going through Miami, if you're going through Charlotte, you're going to get it on that plane. Okay? You will need to fill the whole thing out the front, and you will need to fill the back out as well. The best to your knowledge, okay? You will need your flight number, and you will need your passport, your date of birth, and your name. Everybody that is on that plane must fill this out. So if you have an infant coming in, you're going to need to fill this out for them as well. Now, it is carbonized and it is perforated. See how it's perforated? So this front part will be given to the custom officer at your destination. The back part will be given back to you. It's carbonized. And you will need this to leave that island, okay? So if you're in Nassau, you're going to need this to leave there. If you're in Georgetown, you're going to need this to leave there as well, all right? Very simple to fill out. You have the plane ride to do that, so that should not be a problem. Now, you have arrived in your destination. Let's go through Nassau first. So you've arrived in Nassau. You come off the plane. You're going to go immediately up to get your luggage. From there, you're going to come out of the luggage area and you're going to look for the sandals booth. Now, When you come out, you're going to see a couple, maybe the Atlantis, you're going to see the Hyatt there, you're going to see a couple little ones that are there hotel-wise. Back in the left-hand corner is going to be where Sandals is. So you'll see the sign that says Sandals. You'll see a little booth there. There's going to be a gentleman or a lady that will meet us there. From there, guys, they're going to get you checked in, per se, that you're there. And then they're going to put us on a bus or put you on a bus, and they're going to take you to the resort. The resort, again, is about 15 minutes away. Very nice, easy ride to get to the resort. If you do have a butler category, you will have a Rolls Royce or you will have a Mercedes, all right? So you will be taken there as a private in style, and I like that. All right, so if you are going to Georgetown, you will land on the runway, guys. This is a very small garage-like airport, all right? Very small. You will land on the runway. They will bring a little tractor up with a little cart, and they will get all your luggage on that. From there, you will actually come off of the plane on a staircase, come down off the staircase onto the runway, and then you will walk into a garage area. From that garage area, you will go through a quick check-in point, customs there. Very easy. It's not very big at all. It only holds maybe 15, 20 people at a time. And then from there, you will walk out of there, pick up your luggage, and you will meet with a Sandals representative outside there who will then take you to the resort about 15 minutes away as well. They use SUVs, so they will have an SUV to take you to the resort. All right, so now we're at the resort. What's going to happen next? You're going to get checked in. So if you have a luxury room, you'll get checked in at the front desk there. If you have a club level room, you're going to get checked in at Club Sandals. And if you have a butler room, your butler is going to come and get you and finish checking you in your room. All right. Once checked in, guys, you're free to go. There is no wristbands. There's nothing like that. You're free to go to enjoy the resort. You're free to go to enjoy the food. They do have some food trucks there. This is one of our first Sandals that has food trucks there at Nassau. You're also 15 minutes from downtown. So I do want to give you a little tip. If you want to go downtown and go shopping today, there is a bus that stops right outside the resort. I believe it's $1.25, $1.50 to ride the bus downtown. You can go downtown, you can go shopping, you can go to Senior Frogs, just hang out, have a good time. Also, that is where the cruise ships come in. So you're going to see a lot of those cruise ships in and out as you're there. Nassau, Bahamas also has a private island. So there is a boat that leaves from the pier there and will take you over to the private island. It's about a 3 to 5 minute boat ride. Once there, you can enjoy their pool, their swim-up bar, their hot tub. They have some cabanas on the backside of the resort, which is first come, first serve. They also have a restaurant there. You can go over there for the entire day, and then they will do a last call to bring you back over to the main island from that little island. All right. So again, once you're there, you're going to enjoy lots of food, lots of entertainment. They do have a nice area down on the beach that they do live entertainment every night. But you're going to have fun. All right. The beach there is not as big. It's mostly for the water, the blue water, that the shopping, the entertainment. But again, you're going to have a good time with it all. Now I'm going to switch over to Georgetown. You have gone through customs. You're in the SUV. I'm going to show you Georgetown as well. This is Georgetown. As you can see, it's a lot different than Nassau, but it is a lot different. It's a more laid back, calmer island. Has the large pool there, has the big beach area, as you can see. And this again will be about the same distance from the airport, about 15 minutes. They're going to take you over to the resort. Same thing's going to happen, but here we do not have luxury rooms. We only have club and butler. So if you have a club level room, they're going to take you to the club area, check you in there. If you have a butler, they're going to come and greet you there, and they're going to take you to your room and make sure you guys get checked in and get comfortable as well. This is also the island, if you've ever heard of me talk about swimming with the pigs. That is a tour. We recommend you to pre-book that with us because it does fill up very, very fast. and it is the highlight of the island. So if you've ever wanted to swim with the pigs, you want to go see Iguana Island, you want to get out on a speedboat and just enjoy this beautiful blue water, we recommend you to book that tour with us prior to you leaving. Okay? Now, I'm going to switch back. I don't mean to get you sick here, but I'm going to switch back to Nassau, and it is going to be our time to leave. All right? So once you leave there, you'll get the night before, you're going to get an envelope in your room. That envelope is going to have some important information you do need to pay attention to. First of all, it's what time you need to have your luggage set out, ready to go. Checkout is at 11 o'clock. And then what time that bus or that Mercedes-Benz is taking you back to the airport. All right. Again, you're a 15-minute ride back to the airport, but due to government regulations, they are still forcing us to be there 2.5 to 3 hours prior to. The reason for this at Nassau is, you're going to love this part, you are going to clear customs in Nassau, Bahamas before you come back to the U.S. So there will be no customs to clear once you land in Fort Lauderdale or anywhere else in the United States. All right. So you will go back to the counter, just like you did coming down Southwest. You're going to check in there. They're going to print your boarding pass. They're going to take your luggage. And then from there, you're going to be given a custom form. That custom form is a little blue and white form. Most of the time I have that in with your documents, but if not, don't worry about it. You will get it at the airport. You will fill that out. And then from there, you will actually walk through customs first, clear customs, and then you will go through security. After that, you will go up an escalator into their main food court area, and then you will follow the signs to the gate where you will actually leave from there. Okay? From there, guys, you will leave and you will connect to your first stop into the United States. It could be Fort Lauderdale, it could be Miami, it could be Charlotte, whatever airline you're flying, you're going to connect into the United States. When you arrive in the United States, you are just going to depart that plane and you're going to go to your next gate. You are not touching your luggage because your luggage is going to go the whole way through for Nassau, which is nice. So you will board the plane, and then you will land in your final destination, which could be Baltimore, could be anywhere. But you will arrive at that destination and you will go right to baggage claim. You will pick up your bags then, and then you will drive home, or you will use the hotel service to get you back to your car if you parked your car there. Okay? Now, I'm going to switch it back over to Emerald Bay because a lot of different things are going to happen at this resort. So leaving this resort, since it's a tiny, tiny resort, tiny island in the Bahamas, you do have to clear customs in the United States, okay? So you're going to, again, be taken back to the airport. You're going to get that same envelope the night before. Go back to the airport. You're going to check in. You're checking in, it looks like a little garage area. So it's be patient. They only have one person there checking you in, and sometimes even that person is doing security. So it is a very small airport. American Airlines is one of our big carriers out of there. So you will check in, you will get your boarding passes. You're going to get 2 boarding passes there. And then you're going to go through a small security checkpoint. And then they do have a little sitting area that you can sit there. They will start calling you, and you will literally walk out of the door and onto the airport, the landing area, and you will actually get on the plane there. So once you get on the plane and they get everybody situated and all the luggage done, you will leave there and you will go into Miami, or you will go into Charlotte. So I'm going to use Miami as an example, but Charlotte's going to be the same way. So this is where we highly recommend 2.5 to 3 hours between your connections. And people ask me all the time, why do I have to have that much time? Because if you are going into Charlotte or you're going into Miami, it's an international airport. So there's a lot of planes landing at one time, and you're trying to go through customs. So you will be forced to go into customs first. Once you get to customs, you will then go up to your officer. They're going to stamp your passport. And then from there, you're going to go to a holding luggage area where you must pick up your luggage. So you're just picking your luggage up and you're transferring from an international flight to now a domestic flight. So from there, you're going to walk out of customs. There's going to be a representative right outside the door that is going to have a scan gun. And this is going to scan your luggage tag. And then from there, they're going to point you in the direction to drop your luggage back off. So I want you to understand you're not going the whole way out and coming back through again. You're staying in that same area, but you have to physically touch your luggage, pick it up, claim it, drop it off, and then from there you will go through security. So from security then, you will be let out on the domestic side of the airport where you will then find your connecting gate. All of this also will be printed on your boarding pass as far as what gate you're coming in and what gate you're going out. I highly recommend you, if you have an American Airlines app, to download that app. Download it so you can follow your planes. You can follow it to make sure your flights are on time and everything. And if your gate has changed, you're going to get notification on that app as well. Once you get to that holding gate, guys, it then becomes very simple. You're going to load the plane. You're going to fly back to your final destination, whether it be Baltimore, whether it be Reagan National, whether it be Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. And then from there, guys, when you land, you're just going to go to the baggage claim, pick up your bags, and then you're going to go on home, okay? Whether it be calling the hotel again or whether it would be getting in your car because you parked there and driving home, all right? So I'm hoping this information has helped you guys today. If you have any questions whatsoever after watching this, please reach out to our office. Here's 717-597-7412. But we love doing these YouTubes to help you in the comfort of your home, that you can watch this. You can take it along with you and say, this is what she said. This is what we're doing. But always we're here for you here at All Seasons Vacations. Have a blessed day. Update, update, update. Yes, we have an update for you. If you are traveling from Nassau, Bahamas, we now have something new that has gone into effect, getting you back through customs. So you used to have to fill this form out when you got to Nassau. They would give you this at the counter or whatever. No longer the deal. So we're getting rid of this one, okay? We're doing everything electronic now. On my screen is an MPC app. It stands for Mobile Passport Control. You're going to want to download this before you leave either Nassau, Bahamas, or before you leave on your trip. This is now going to be the way that you are going to clear customs. It's all done electronically, and on your device, it will look like this, okay? It is a little cloud-like thing that looks like this on your phone. And when you get there, you're going to want to download everything in here. All of your information as far as your passport, your name, take your photo, and it will stay in there. So once you set this up, guys, you can use this anytime coming back into the United States from a international flight, all right? So you're going to say, we're coming back by airplane. Yep, let's click that. And you're going to put in here your port. Your port, if you're flying from Nassau, is going to be Nassau. They're all listed here in alphabetical order. You're going to hit Nassau. And then from there, you're going to proceed. And it walks you through. You're going to select your travelers. And again, mine is in there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on that. And as soon as I click on that, and say, I believe it's done, it's going to ask you to proceed. It's going to ask you some questions, which is the same questions that were on the paper form are now in here. It will ask you to load in your passport. It's quicker and easier to scan it than it is to sit there and manually put everything in. So again, once you guys get this and you proceed through everything, let me get this to proceed through everything. I want to show you what you're going to get at the very end. It is actually going to be, it's going to be a QR code. Let me get through the questions. There's about 6 questions that it's going to ask you. And then after you answer the questions, you're going to ask you to submit it You may get an error that says you're too far from the entry port, which is what mine is right now because I'm not in Nassau, unfortunately. But once you get within the airport, once you hit submit now, it will come up with a QR code that it's going to give you. That is the only thing that you're going to need on your phone to get through customs. So again, you'll check your bags at the airport. As soon as you check your bags there in Nassau, you're going to go directly through security first. And from security, you're going to go into customs. This is where you will need this form downloaded. They do have banners, they got posters, everything showing this as well. But I'm trying to give you that heads up that the paper is no longer available. You're going to need to go to this electronic form on your phone. Once you download the form, you're good to go. You can just set it up and say you're coming from Nassau. You'll go through with the QR code. You'll get through customs, up the escalator, and into the airport. So wanted to give you that quick update just to let you know traveling to Nassau, Bahamas has now changed. You must have the MPC app on your phone in order to get through customs.